good, these transactions. Can you hear me okay today? You guys hear me okay today? I hope you guys can hear me. Hey, that's what's up. What's up, bro? Play some OWC. I'm gonna look for a head-to-head fight right now. I'll play some OWC in a bit. What's good, Terrence Stamps and Soldier? Yo, I was just watching like an interview, right? And I was just thinking, how wild is that? I could turn the stream on and like people want to watch. That's so fire. That is so fire.
Good evening, everybody. Joe
Let's go, Husky
Tessitore and
Noob.
Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the State
Let's get a
Palace
match in.
Theater. Great venue
After I
here in
have a
New Orleans
WC
for
match, I'm
tonight's
sure.
main event.
My advice has been working
10
out for you.
rounds
That's
in
good,
the
man.
heavyweight
That's good.
division.
I'm
Each
glad
man
I'm
comes
helping
into this
improve
fight
your game.
supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W.
Getting the daily title defenses in. Keep the streak alive, man. What are you, like 24 days now? 25?
Okay, guys. We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. That was a fine block by Muhammad Ali. Ali's scouting report is an easy one to read. 3 letters, J-A-B.
Yes, sir. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's jabbing it his way, and I don't mean talking. Yeah, I mean throwing that stiff lead hand out into his opponent's face all night long.
Good block by Ali. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. Gets rid of that body shot. Finish with the hook. It's a mighty list of power punchers that Muhammad Ali has continually faced. You got Joe Frazier on there. You got George Foreman on there. And tonight, now this power puncher opposite him.
Well, you have 2 problems with that power. 2 of them when you face Ali. One is, how do you land it? You have to find the perfect spot. Maybe catch him, pull him back with his hands down. You know, maybe time him as he's throwing a jab. But very difficult to do. And then the second problem, you have a guy that you're hitting that has a great chin.
Didn't get it done going to the body there. Solid right hands headline that exchange. Muhammad Ali's blocking ability is doing well for him there.
This round feels like it's taking forever.
Nichols has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Ali's really working well. That last round he was
I'm getting better at defense and my combinations is getting better. 25 now, but I'm trying. That's just, yo, that's so fire, dude. For real. I still haven't mastered this game yet. Hey, stay in the training games and keep practicing, bro. You'll master it soon.
You have to. You have to be busy out there. This guy's beating you.
Just need to save my energy. Oh, you're working on stamina management, I'm assuming, these transactions. My record is 110 since moving from PS3 to Xbox with your tips and getting better. Holy crap. You're super good. That's mastery right there. How you be fighting the uppercut spammers? I don't fight them.
Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand.
I usually just leave.
He's got his guard up really well.
It's not worth the time.
And it protects his head.
Either that or I just use dashers.
Nichols is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's
Oh, you trying to get a match into? Welcome to the stream, by the way, Boogie.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Kobe Nichols. Muhammad Ali is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Halfway through round number 2. Nichols' fatigue is starting to play a major factor in this fight now. He is having trouble landing any of these punches.
Yeah, and it's not because his opponent all of a sudden is a great defensive whiz. You know, he's not Claude Rains. He didn't all of a sudden become the invisible man. It's just that he's not landing.
He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Did you see that?
That was a pretty sweet counter right there. Yeah, I need tips on how to save energy. You have to think about what you're doing, and you have to count. If you're ahead, then you don't throw as much. If you're not ahead, then you relax. And there's times when you should be playing the midi game, as I talk about, of seeing how many punches you can make your opponent miss. This way you conserve your energy.
Good right hand. A crushing two-punch combo by Muhammad Ali.
And it's not about playing for knockouts. It's about how efficiently can I hit my opponent and not get hit. If you happen to get a knockdown or a stun or something along the way, that's okay. So stop playing for knockouts. Know when you're ahead. Count your punches and count how many misses you can make your opponent do. And then you'll end up doing well. But how they uppercut spam though until you took the fight. Oh, but how did you know they're gonna uppercut spam though? You have an idea. Well, number one, you're playing OWC, so it's an expectation that you should already have automatically. Like, okay, this guy's probably gonna spam me just because it's OWC. Then there's also checking their DNF, checking their character model, checking the opponent's reach. Those things give indications to whether or not you're usually going to face a spammer or not. So you're kind of prejudging in a way. And then if you do see it and you're like, oh, this guy's going to spam, and I'm like, oh, well, I don't feel like dealing with this today, then I just leave the match.
Two snapping jabs by Muhammad Ali.
Let the fist go. Let him go.
Ali's combination punching is working well here. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
Oops.
Teddy, throughout his career, Ali has always been surrounded by many very familiar faces in his entourage.
Yeah, it makes him feel comfortable. And, you know, I'm not to be derogatory about it, but to be quite frank, he has the kind of personality where, you know, he wants to be the boss. You know, he wants to be the guy that stands out in the room. So he has guys around him that allow him to stand out in that room. And that's most of the characters that you're going to see, most of the people you're going to see in that entourage.
Look at Muhammad Ali and his ability to avoid punches here. He's got it every which way. He's slick, he's smooth, he blocks and parries, good defense. Really good job by Ali.
I'm stuck at work. I'll watch you whoop some ass though. It's good, Josh. It's been a while. Hey guys, can we get the likes to 10, please?
This is your fight. You're in control. No effort, okay? This is your fight.
Fight night talking like Canelo. I only do my work. If the knockout comes, it comes. I won't look for it. Yeah, that's been my model since day one, man.
You want this fight?
I want to be patient on my punches.
Do you want this fight?
So do it.
You
You know, if you have the thought, just put it into action. OWC is arcadish. I realize ranked is more realistic to me. Yeah, I think head to head you get more quality matches for sure. what DNF is usually the ones you don't mess with. I play anybody, but I don't care about my record. So, like, for example, I have 5 losses on here. I don't care. I just play to play.
And as he takes chances, gets a little reckless, and as you see it,
Like,
gets caught more.
y'all have to kill your ego. You know what I mean?
What would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well,
Ego is that thing that doesn't want to lose, you know? Or it's that feeling of, oh, I have to prove something, or I can't take this lane down, when it's like, yo, is this match making you happy right now? Are you improving from this match? No, you're not improving from this match, so why are you playing it? Okay, I just get another L in the column, but what does that L mean? Who cares about the record, you know? At the end of the day, is that making me a better player? No. So why does it matter? It doesn't. I could be sitting here with 1,500 wins and 50,000 losses, and I wouldn't care. As long as I know what I'm getting in matches, am I working my jab? Do I have good footwork? Is my defense on point? Am I hitting my opponents sufficiently? Those are the things that matter, not what the record says. I have the confidence because I know I'm a good player. You know what I mean? So if you focus on those things, it's very easy to leave a match that's not doing any benefit to you.
Ali's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Nichols' failure to protect himself from that left hand, it's become a
What's
big
good?
story now.
I said, what up? What up?
He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. Needs to adjust a little further out.
You got to take some control out there.
Bro, DNF on the 10 or 5. I hate rage quitters over 10, and these dudes rage quit, and the game counts it as a win for them sometimes. Like I always say, it is what it is. The record don't matter. Fellas, can we get 2 more likes? 2 more likes, please. Good day, just getting better in Fight Night. That's what I like to hear. I can't wait until they come out with another Fight Night so they can fix glitches. I'll get it some days. Thank you for the 2 likes, guys. Appreciate it.
One-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance.
I see the difference in the jabs that I'm using.
Great work offensively, landing that combination by Muhammad Ali.
Circle him, move, move.
Ali's strategy has been to control things on the outside, and the jab fits perfectly into it.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. He's kept his opponent defensive, kept him more balanced, off stride, and it's also set up his power shots.
Nichols is in a bad spot right now. He's been big shot.
Started pressing because I noticed all that head movement. He was moving really slow. So stamina must be low. Dennis, I don't think they're making another Fight Night for a while because they're on the UFC games contracts. I completely agree with that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Rockstar should make sport games. I think that would be pretty dope. Welcome to the stream, I'm Watson.
They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first
Thanks,
of all,
man.
they're going to get the chance to get to him. He
On the
been
combination
but
part.
the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Oh! Nichols' night could be over here. This could be the end.
I do play middleweight. I just don't find too many matches in there often.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah, exactly.
8, 9.
Dave, do you have the one yet?
So
Or are you
bell
still
to
on
end that
PlayStation
round
as well?
gets him out of danger. But Teddy, my concern is what is he even going to look like when the next round starts?
Well, that's the thing. The corner's going to have to take care of that, get some ice on him. And also, they're going to have to think, do they want him to go back out?
Stay away from
The start of the 6th round. Ali's out there for another round in a fight that he's been in complete control of so far. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. He's just having his way on the outside against the guy that can't. There it is! How is he going to survive this? Once again, he hits the deck.
I think he left.
Gonna have to find a way.
Had it but didn't like it. I feel you. So this is what we're doing, just leaving matches. Either that or my game froze. Well, let me restart my game. Is it just me or does Fight Night get the easiest opponents? At least it looks that way. He straight up rage quit and got the dub. I don't care.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I'm really so not bothered by my record. It's not even funny. Like, oh boy, I really like. To me, it's great how much I don't give a fuck about it. Clash just makes them look easy. That too. It's a combination of both, I think. Some guys aren't the best. Some people fight Husky Noob. Yeah, I'm about to do that now. His record wasn't the greatest. He was like 900 wins and like 1,500 losses, but is that you, Husky? Cause you said look for you in middleweight. Okay. I guess we have to do the classic.
Good evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Roberto Duran's making his way to the ring right now, and he does
Guess the
so
fight just didn't
with an
count.
attitude that belies his in-ring intensity.
It's good, Pizza Box. Welcome to the stream.
Oscar De La Hoya's making his way to the ring with a determined giddy up in his step. Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Teddy, most ringside experts feel that this is very much going to be a tactical fight.
Yeah, both these guys throw punches like they're paying for them. And guess what? They're both cheapskates.
Good block by Duran. With his great amateur pedigree and all his success as a pro, De La Hoya's seen it all. Tonight he sees an inside fighter.
He'd rather be on the outside, Joe. There's no doubt he's a tall guy. He has the range that usually has an advantage over most fighters that he's going to fight in this weight class. But, as you said, he knows when he
welterweight is
has
so
to.
much faster
He can
than
get it done on
heavyweight.
the inside. He goes to the body pretty well, and he can shorten up those long arms and be effective.
Good right hand. Side to side. Halfway through round number one. Unable to make an impact there by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran's blocking ability is doing well for him there. A crushing two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Duran's able to land a good, solid left hand. Roberto Duran blocks that. Hands of stone with a rock full of right hands. Final 10 seconds of round number one. Duran's really impressing us here, Teddy, coming off that last round. I mean, he laid down a beating to his opponent.
Clamp gods, welcome to the stream. That's Kong, welcome to the stream.
Overconfident, you could get careless, you know, you could forget where you were
Dave,
earlier, or
you still in
forget
chat?
what you knew when you were coming into
Mike
the
Bennett, welcome to the stream as
things
well.
that you had to understand as far as defensive liabilities. He has to remember that.
Yeah, Beast Transaction, you do need SSX. Marv Burgundy. Earns is one of the best middleweights when you learn him. He's a real beast. Yeah, I see a lot of top players do really well with him. That's Kong though. You don't gotta be like that, dude. Just chill out. How's your day going? How are you? What up, Zoom? Welcome to the chat.
The Golden Boy blocks that punch.
Shout out to 21 viewers. Hope y'all having a good night.
Wow, is he defensively sound. Southpaw right jab, then the left hand. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roberto Duran. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Oscar De La Hoya. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Oscar scores with a big left. Halfway through round number two.
It's getting a little laggy.
I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. Huge right hand from Duran. That was a fine block by Roberto Duran. Duran's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Some fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
You need to keep that head
there by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Headshot lands, was a hook. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. What an excellent two-punch combo by Roberto Duran.
Guys, can we get 3 more likes so we hit 20 likes?
Listen to me, man. If you want this fight, you got it.
What up, Black Gold? Welcome to the stream. Matthew Garnett, welcome to the stream. Do you think the UFC is becoming more popular than boxing? No, it's not more popular than boxing. Both are global sports, but boxing's been around a lot longer. They moved to robotics, still don't have nothing on this game. Free smoke, though. All right, Daz, you get one more time, and then, you know, it'll be free smoke for that band. I bet.
And round number 3 is
I don't know why guys coming in like that.
Nice strike after catching one by Roberto Duran. Duran's easily winning this fight just based on his hand and foot speed. He's getting in and out with ease.
And what his opponent needs to do is control range so he gets it down to where his opponent is shadow boxing. Yeah, he's got fast hands, but it doesn't matter if you're not standing in front of him to use them. Right now, he's standing in the wrong place.
There's the combo downstairs. He missed with that headshot. That's a big right hand. Oscar De La Hoya's. Did you see that? A non-stop swarming attack.
What up, Justin Harris?
His opponent feels like
I think there's a bit of a line. This game is a classic, pioneer like the Batman Arkham series for fighting. Hell yeah, dude. Let's get an Isaac Frost match. I don't have him on lock, Cactus Jack, but I would have been down. And Young looks good. Young Kobe. RP to Kobe, man.
Good smooth work by the golden boy.
I still remember when I heard Kobe died. I was like, my mom's trolling. Like, Kobe's not dead.
What he did was he pulled that right
It's
shoulder
Kobe.
back, you
He's,
know, he
that's
just
not
pulled it
possible.
back,
Like,
gave him the left shoulder and then gave him the right.
no,
hand.
he's really gone. It's crazy.
Would you rather have a fighter who's feared or a fighter who's fearless?
I feel like I'm talking to Sonny from the Bronx Tale, but I think that I would rather have a guy that has fear because he's going to be smart all the time. He's going to be a guy that's going to be aware of things that you need to be aware of. If he's so-called fearless, he's going to walk into all kinds of things that are not going to allow him to be a fighter.
Nice work, nice work.
Final 10 seconds. Well-placed body shot again. And that's the end of round 3.
Double jab, all right? Time it. Every time you come in, I want to see that double jab. Double jab.
I haven't heard this song in so long.
So with 3 rounds complete, we take a look at Teddy's scorecard. Duran's in control of this fight. Teddy, he's earned every round.
He has. If you talk about ring generalship, you'd have to salute him.
De La Hoya's basically giving you the impression that he's a little tentative to throw punches based on what happened earlier when he got hurt.
Yeah, he's got to find a way now to not give up the offense that he had earlier. He wants to go into a defensive mode a little bit, but if he gives up that offense, he'll fall too far behind and get to that no man's land where he'll need a knockout to win. And he
cannot
doesn't
time
have that
anything.
kind of power.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. A little defense turns into offense. He blocks the shot, comes right back with one of his own. De La Hoya's combination punching is working well here. Up top with the right hand. Roberto Duran's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Crashes home with a hook. target with that hook.
You're not focusing.
Roberto Duran's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Oh, what a hook by Oscar De La Hoya. Duran's feeling the impact of that powerful hook. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Roberto Duran.
Okay, so that's the only way he
Roberto Duran's
attacks
doing
me
a
is on the
brilliant
outside.
job
Gotcha.
with his head movement. He's employing top-notch defense right here, and it's frustrating his opponent.
It is frustrating his opponent. His opponent needs to make an adjustment of thinking right now and
He won that round.
what's there, not what's not
What doesn't
there. We
seem
know
real?
that the head's not there,
Oh,
but
Kobe
what's there?
dying?
The
Yeah, man.
body. He needs to start going downstairs. That will freeze up some of that head movement.
It's Kobe. That's not possible. I about fell over. Yo, bro. That's how I really felt when I found out about it. It's like that's Kobe Bryant, man. Like, that's still insane to think about.
Both guys bringing their best.
Even when you say it out loud, it's like, yeah, okay, Kobe's dead, but it's the truth.
Tough fight to score here.
Am I streaming tomorrow? I'm not sure. I just I was watching an interview and I was like, man, how awesome is it that I can turn on my stream and people will come watch me play? Like that's insane, man. So grateful for that.
A little head hunting right back to it. De La Hoya's not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of it.
I don't know how that one was a counter.
Turns over that hook upstairs. And now he brings the left hand upstairs.
Pace yourself.
Solid right by Roberto Duran. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Final 10 seconds of this fifth round. Duran able to land the counter punch.
Pretty good.
And that's the end of round 5.
How the damage works between his rounds.
To be this result that we're getting here. Now it's later in the fight, and his opponent is still able to score.
Well, basically, based on how much you get, if you got cut, your cuts are going to be worse the more damage that you take. But the more punches you conserve during a round and the less you get hit and the less you get missed, the more recovery you'll get for your stamina. And the same thing goes for your damage. So if you have a low damage round and you do well, then you'll get good, better recovery. I love this song, but I don't want to hear it right now.
And that round is underway, and we are halfway through the scheduled slate. De La Hoya's missing punches here. Now the good news is he's throwing punches.
It's not. He doesn't do too well when he's forced to come forward. So.
Please.
He's throwing him to the wrong place. He's throwing him upstairs. He should throw him downstairs. This guy's moving his head. You go downstairs, you take away that head movement. Then you find him upstairs.
Look at that combination by Roberto Duran. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Welcome back, Travis Martin.
He goes down.
Have I ever seen a stoppage? What do you mean by that? I have 3,500 fights on record and stoppages. Don't know in heavyweight like ever. Oh, you mean like, have I ever seen a knockout? Like IRL? Have I ever seen people get knocked out? Yeah.
Hoya's corner
I live in
needs to
Brooklyn.
really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you'd give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time.
Like a
Time
bad
him
cut
up a little bit
stoppage?
Right from the beginning. Don't worry about the early part of the fight or the early part of the
Have I
round.
seen a
Just
bad
get
cut
yourself back
stoppage?
together.
IRL?
Round
No.
6 comes to an end. Roberto Duran. Well, he's back in the corner, which is critical.
Jose Rodriguez. Started playing about 6 months ago after not playing since round 3. Your videos really helped me tune my
Yeah, they
game.
have
Thanks
to
for all
make
that
sure
effort.
that they buy some time here
Thanks, dude.
and start
I'm
moving
glad I
their
was able
head,
to help.
using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything.
Young Miss, have
to
you
kill
ever
the
seen a
clock
match
and
be
not
waved
get
off
caught on that cut
by the
anymore.
referee in this game? No. No, I've never seen that. I mean, in the game, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I've definitely seen people get slammed, knocked out, stomped out, jumped. Yeah, I've done seen all of that IRL though. Can only stay for a few rounds, but hype to catch your stream later, bro. All right, man. Thank you for stopping by and showing some support.
They're either doing something that's gonna
Keep
make
getting
for
after it on the
great
game.
talk later on,
Keep practicing.
great history, or something that's very dangerous.
Roberto Duran's making for a very, very difficult night for his opponent. His opponent knew this was coming. He knew he was going to fight on the outside, but the jab
I
was
pretty
really
much don't
doing
have to
damage.
chase him anymore. He has to come get the knockout.
Why is he not blocking
With the
that
3
jab
rounds
or
I
moving
got
his head and getting
and the
away
2
from it?
knockdowns, he pretty much has to get a knockdown back at this point. If I win this round, this should seal the fight for me.
Lands flush with the 2-punch combo by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Halfway through the 7th round.
He's tired. He's working the body. He's working the body.
Boy, sharp 2-punch combination by Roberto Duran.
Keep doing what you're doing.
De La Hoya's got to figure out a way to do something different here. I mean, I know he's committed to being a counterpuncher, but right now he's giving rounds away.
Yeah, he is, because he's waiting for things to happen that are not happening. You know, he's laying back, he's waiting for the guy to walk in. See, to be a good counterpuncher, an effective counterpuncher, guy has to come close to you. But his opponent's staying at a distance. He's not giving him anything to counter.
Roberto Duran's 3-punch combination there is going to impress the judges.
Ooh, I had a counter coming up.
Round 7.
Jump on me this round, all right?
Well, of our Duran's head punches,
Work, kid. I want to see
not
you
sure,
follow up that jab.
but he has decent strength at like a 91.
This has turned out to be a good-looking fight. Teddy,
So yeah, literally don't have to do anything.
Roberto Duran's in control of this fight. He's up on your scorecard, as we can see, but it's been a tough night.
Yeah, and it's also clear to see that his opponent has a chance to come back, because he has been competitive every bit of the way.
Who do I believe is the boxing GOAT? Floyd. Floyd is the best boxer of all time.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Left and right, left and right.
But all things I like to subject towards weight class.
That's a tried-and-true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Roberto Duran. Back to basics here, as you can see the jab becoming a key instrument for him.
Boxing 101. You have an opponent.
That uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now. Roberto Duran is employing one of the three facets of good fundamental defense. And right now he's using the legs.
Yeah, he is, and that is one of the facets. The other is to block, the other is to move your head. And right now he's controlling range. What his opponent has to do now is look to get into a place where maybe he can time him. Time him as he steps out.
Roberto Duran's opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there. How about that left hand? Not precise at all by Roberto Duran. And a punishing hook by Oscar De La Hoya. Good step back counterpunch there.
Beautiful.
He is so dangerous with that left hook to the body, and this time he adds the right hand on the back end. A battering ram of a hook by Oscar De La Hoya. What a difference from corner to corner as he sits on his stool. He knows.
Why didn't you push him? Does it drain stamina? I'm winning, so I don't have to do anything.
His opponent with power shots.
So if it wastes more time off the clock, that's going to end up hurting him than it hurts me. It was 68 to 63 when the scorecards came up. So I have 5 points up.
Had him that round. You're in control. Next round, let's keep busy.
What do you think will win between Tyson and Roy Jones? I'm going with Tyson as well.
The 9th round is here. De La Hoya is hoping that there's no carryover of the effect of being stunned so hard in that last round to now the early moments of this round. Good block by De La Hoya. Roberto Duran's really making some boxing purists out there put a smile on their face because his defense has been stellar. I mean, so fundamentally sound.
Yeah, well, that's why he always goes rounds, and that's why people think he has an iron chin. I don't know if he has an iron chin because the chin never gets touched. He's a guy that's always going rounds because his defense is so good.
Unable to connect by Roberto Duran. Halfway through the 9th round. That straight right unable to connect. The combination punching now scoring well by Roberto Duran. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Oscar De La Hoya. Little head hunting with the left.
Double up your punches.
A clean, crisp right hand by Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran doing well here with that two-punch combination. And that's the end of round 9. De La Hoya's cut man is
What's
gonna
good,
make
Rex?
his
Welcome
pay
back
for
to the
sure.
stream,
That is a
brother.
bad gash.
I noticed you're crisp with movement and try to be as accurate as possible. Yeah, because I'm always thinking. That's the name of the game. Hit it, not get hit. That's why I said I always say to you guys, try to be smart.
Throw more punches. You're not throwing enough punches.
Try right uppercut followed by a left haymaker hook,
Leaving yourself open too much.
preferably when he's against the ropes. I'm not going to back him down, though. What's the best fight night? Fight night round 3.
10th and final round underway.
So he needs a knockout. Let's see if he comes and gets it.
Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Oh, and there's a big right hand from the Golden Boy.
Beat him to the punch.
Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Footwork by Oscar De La Hoya.
Keep your back up.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Duran's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Halfway through this 10th and final round. Super two-punch combo by Oscar De La Hoya. All right, here we go. Last 60 seconds of the fight.
Forward.
Good two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Duran's right hand scores well. De La Hoya's left working well that time.
You're doing great. Get inside. Get inside.
Nice combination. Jab, uppercut to the head. Well, he missed that right. Roberto Duran's got a cut. We can see that. Huge right hand comes crashing home. That was good stuff throughout. Which way did the judges lean? Let's send it up to the ring to find out. That's a well-earned victory by Roberto Duran.
Good
And
fight,
it's nice to see
Husky.
when not only all three judges have it for him, but your scorecard agrees.
Yeah, it is. That doesn't mean I'm going to hang out with these guys or go to dinner with them afterwards, but right now I'm gonna
Definitely
say, job
work
well
on
done,
using that
guys.
jab.
For Teddy
Make your
Atlas,
game a
I'm
lot
Joe
tighter.
Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you soon.
In terms of simulation, it's got to be round 4 champion. In terms of fun gameplay, round 3 or champion. Fight Night round 3 is the best fight night of all. Fight Night champion is the best of all. Round 4, they were trying to fuse what champion is in round 3. The most nostalgic is round 3. And yeah, once again, good fight, Husky. Got some work to do. Those KDs when Duran is strong early got me. I think if he would have stepped on the gas tank earlier, or like try to like come for a knockout when you were seeing you were down, I think you would have got it at least a knockdown back, if anything. Do you accept call outs? I literally just fought somebody who called me out or like asked to play me. Somebody else asked to play earlier, but I don't know where he's at. And with fighting in round 4, you can do this weird animation skipping thing where you flick the analog to punch. Holy hell, it caused so much damage you could spam, right? That was devastating. Dude, is fighting in round 4 even still like, is the server still up? Yeah, Boogie, you're up next. What is your PSN or your gamer tag, sorry? All right. I don't know who that is. Boogie, join the Asian Pacific lobby, and then we'll get the match in. What was this message? Because I don't be checking my messages. If you're sub to my channel, thank you for subscribing. I don't add people on here, though, unfortunately. Oh, it's that Des Con guy. See, he's still lurking around. Dangerous against Duran to hurt him early. Go, GG though, bro. Look forward to the next one. Oh, I was saying, like towards the end of fight, not early. Hello from Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. Cause you were definitely doing a lot of damage. It's closing the multiplayers for his boxing game. Update on EA's website confirms that Xbox game will confirm on March 9th, 2020. Oh, so nobody plays round 4, I guess.
For tonight's main event. 10 rounds in the middleweight division between the Raging Bull Jake LaMotta.
I still got the
and
crappy
Wright.
controller. Yeah, you're good, bro. Like, don't worry about that. You can play again. That'll probably be the last match of the stream. Or whoever that, I think that guy who asked before you was first. D-Town Blaster.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times.
Yeah, it's been hard to get controllers. Literally, I had to buy a pink controller for PS4 for UFC.
Opening 3 minutes of this 10-round fight. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Teddy, many times throughout our broadcast we've seen through the years, when we get a southpaw versus an orthodox fighter, there can be a tendency for clashes of heads.
Yes, there can be, and also tripping a little bit. Sometimes they step on each other's feet.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Go pay him back.
So since I'm playing Jake LaMotta and he's slower, and Winky's a boxer, any trades I can get is fine with me.
Nice block by Winky Wright.
So I'm just trying to dual exchange with him whenever he throws something. That'll also make him uncomfortable.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. How about a return to sender with the left hand? 10 seconds to go in this round.
Keep your hands, all right? Keep your hands up. Listen, when he reaches in,
Shout out to 31 viewers and thank you for the 34 likes, guys. Appreciate it.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
come on, kid, focus.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
You gotta protect yourself.
quite able to block that punch.
Attaboy, keep swinging, baby.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Nice two-punch combo by LaMotta. Halfway through this round, gets rid of that body shot. Now a well-placed hook to the head. He returns the favor with an uppercut. Not able to land the headshot. Fires right back at him. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Wright's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
No, I don't think they will close the champion servers though, because it's the last boxing game and people still play this game.
Just
So,
10 seconds to go
and they
here in
just
the
made it
second round.
backwards compatible.
He just missed that shot up
I
top.
think they know there's a community
Wright's
for
missing
boxing
punches.
games.
I mean, there's just no way to sugarcoat it. His accuracy isn't there.
And there's a reason for it, Joe. His punches are the wide variety. And wide punches, guess what? They don't find the mark. They're not accurate.
Listen, you need to mix your punches up. Throw more punches to the body. Beautiful. Nice
I'm gonna make a
movement.
book. I'm trying to make a book. How do I make one?
Round
How many
number
books do you
3
read
is underway.
on average?
Good block by Winky.
That's my first question to you.
Targeting that 1-2. Able to dismiss it. Wright's out there just waiting on a counterpunch, isn't he?
Yeah, well, first of all, why is
You made-
because
you
he
read
knows if he
10
walks
books in
he's
total?
gonna get caught. So what he wants to
So,
do is
Logic
he
made,
knows it's basically a
He
guard
read 10
at
books
that
and then he made a
door.
book from
He's
it.
trying to get that guard to get out of there so he could go through that door.
On masterclass website, the ones that follow around like famous people and
Teddy, among the
like
things that
Gordy
you should
Ramsay
be
and
looking
whatnot.
for early
Gordy.
is
Gordon
which fighter
Ramsay.
can show a wide array of an offense.
Yeah, you don't want to always be coming in that front.
Wright's in a bad spot right now. He's been
There's a
stunned.
course by Judy Bloom
Great
who makes
punch.
children's books. And I think that would be a pretty good course for you to buy. It's like $100, but it's well worth it.
Wright's up
Also,
from the
if you don't want to go
knockout.
that
What we
route,
really wanna look
you can
for
go in
is how
Skillshare.
he reacts in
And
the
there's
coming moments of this
a
fight.
course on there as well that teaches you how to make books. Read books about from Amazon and read a couple of self-publishers, see what they did, and then go from there.
That is
Also,
exactly
YouTube
what
stuff,
the corner
Google stuff,
wanted to see. A good
and then after you do your
combination
research and you
punch by
figure out how you
LaMotta.
want to structure your stuff, you sit down every day for an hour and you write. Write till you have no inspiration, and if you don't have any inspiration,
Teddy did a
just
smart
you know,
thing right there. Just created
take an
enough
hour a
space
day or at
and
least
then
45
sent the
minutes
counterpunch.
and write every
Like the
day.
will of the
Try to write a
West, the
chapter a
old
day,
great Willie Pep.
and then
Made a
reread
miss,
what you
made a
wrote
pay.
at the end,
Last 10
and then
seconds
once,
of round number 3.
and then if any ideas come to you, go in there and edit the sentences that you think you can do better. If not, come back to it the next day. I literally just wrote 3 chapters today
LaMotta's
on
enjoying
a book I
big
was
lead
working on.
here, up 3-0 on Teddy's scorecard, but even more important than that, he's already gotten to his man.
Yeah, he's hurt him in the body, and once he hurt him in the body, he
That's my
froze
writing process
upstairs,
anyway.
was able to go there.
Wright's not firing off the big power punches. I gotta wonder why.
Sometimes a guy is making a solid agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what to come back at him.
And you see he turn defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think
I want to
twice
make a book
about
that makes
throwing a
sense.
punch
Do I need a
later
PC to
on.
make a book?
He had
You
his
need a
eyes
pen
set
and
on
a
the
paper.
uppercut, but was
You need
unable
your
to land it.
ideas and write them down.
To the head he goes with
Go
the
get you a
left hand.
composition notebook. And
Good
just sit down and
job
write.
on the two-punch combo by Jake LaMotta.
Good job, champ.
Wright showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Flush right hand to the head.
Xbox couldn't do that either. I had to buy SSX late last year. Yeah, me too. Did you know that the PS3 community can't even play the game without buying SSX and accepting modern terms of service? Yes, I did know that. It's the same on Xbox.
Jake LaMotta with a thudding left. Jake LaMotta is showing us a great display of one of the best elements of defense, Teddy, and that is your ability to make your man miss by moving your head.
And now what his opponent has to do is he has to understand, hopefully he's been taught this.
Make
that,
sure you
yeah,
do
the
those
head
other
moves,
things I
but the
said
body
too.
doesn't.
Don't
The
just take
body
one
is
thing.
stationary right
Buy
in
the
front of
course
you.
if you have the
Right
money
now,
to
his
buy the
opponent
course. Buy
should
it.
not be going to that head. He should be going
Read other
downstairs.
books, like especially that's probably the biggest one I can recommend is read other books. Have to read a lot if you're gonna write your own book.
Able to defend and then go on the offensive.
And you need mentors to teach you how to make a book, which is why you get the idea from other books about writing books and YouTubers and stuff like that.
Counter shot. It was the overhand right after he blocked his opponent's effort.
And you have to be consistent with your writing process. Writing is like a muscle, you know? If you want it to develop, you gotta keep doing it every day.
Halfway into round number 5 here. Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Winky Wright. Wright's wanting the counterpunch here, but that doesn't seem the route to go here in this fight, Teddy.
No, he has to be honest with himself and see that. But, you know, people under pressure in all walks of life, you know, in the ring especially, you see it right away. You kind of peek at it right away. It's obvious. Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see because then he would have to discipline himself. He's not ready to do that. Then he would have to make the change. Maybe he just wants to leave it this way. At the end of the day, people are going to say, oh, that guy fought kind of fight that, you know, hard to fight with, you know, and he has an excuse. Maybe that's what's going on right now.
Takes a step back, then the counterpunch by Winky Wright.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
That was yet another round where he just looked
Might
like
be
the
close soon
pressure,
enough.
better
No, the
conditioned
servers aren't
fighter.
closing soon.
And here in these
I'm
later
interfere with
stages
that.
of this fight, that's where you get the payoff.
Well, the
People have been
payoff
saying
is
that
what
since
we heard.
2014.
We heard about coming into this fight that in
If you
training
get
camp
if
they would
you
do
set up a
5-minute
super
rounds.
chat,
We
I'll
heard that, Joe. Not 3-minute, 5-minute
donate
rounds.
donate
get
you
the
money.
benefit right
Yeah,
now.
I keep forgetting to do that. Like, it's so not about the money to me when I'm streaming and stuff that I don't put any value in it. And I know it hurts me, but yeah, I need to do that. Let me put that on the agenda for tomorrow.
Wright scoring so well on the inside, Teddy. Why is the hook so effective here?
Because he's being real smart about it. He's moving it around. He's going into the body, but he's noticing where his opponent's keeping his elbow. See, his opponent, when he keeps the elbow in tight, he throws it outside the elbow. When the elbow moves outside, then all of a sudden he throws it like a little bit of an uppercut hook inside. Being real smart, he's changing it around.
He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute
Thanks for the advice. No problem, man.
Very accurate with the overhand right. was fast, it was direct by Winky Wright. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. By sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Jake LaMotta. Right hand downstairs. Lands a big hook.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. Just like it.
LaMotta's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Jake LaMotta. 3 minutes gone by in this round. Jake LaMotta is in dominating form here tonight. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and he's ahead on our scorecards
I
ringside.
can kind of just chill back now because
he's in
he's
the other
down
guy's
for sure.
hometown. So don't let up too soon. Don't start partying too soon. You know, still keep doing the things you were doing to get you to this place.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
So Boogie should know he has the outside now.
Left hand came after the jab.
Unless if he's trying to attack aggressively to get back in the fight.
Solid straight right hand.
When you got the lead like that, just take a step back and force them to come forward.
Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Double jab, such a useful tool, especially to the body like that. Oh, and he's got something for himself, and it's a left hand. And here they go again, just on a blistering pace. Punch for punch being met by the opponent.
Well, when you push a human being into the abyss, into a place that's dangerous, that's scary, either they give in, they fall deeper, or they come out. Both these guys are coming out.
What is that noise?
Good looking uppercut that time.
Relax. Come on now. Relax. Deep breath.
Parries the punch, puts one in there. Very accurate two-punch combo by Winky Wright. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. One of the fastest punches in the game. You see how he just turns over that hook. LaMotta's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. And this round comes to an end.
Any advice for heartbreak?
Move that body.
Actually, I do. I think every man knows what it's like to get their heart broken, right?
Do you want this fight? You want this fight? Listen to me. Do you want this
You need
fight?
to have a ritual.
You gotta stay busy out there. You are losing this fight because you're not throwing any punches out there. Don't let him breathe.
You need to really have a ritual. So for me, I get me a big ass box of pizza and some hot wings and a juice box. And I'm allowed to sulk about it for one day. Afterwards, after my 1 day of pity, then I'm back on my grind, you know? You start doing things that you enjoy. Get back on your hobbies. So like if it's me, I'm gonna read books. I'm gonna play video games. I'm gonna make video games. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna watch boxing. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna run. Those are the things that I enjoy. So I'm gonna make sure I stick to those things. I'm gonna work on my purpose, which I believe is narration or, you know, voiceover stuff. And I'm gonna focus on those things so hard. Working out, narration, and writing and making videos. And I'm gonna do that so much. But at a certain point, I'm gonna forget about her, you know? And then, next thing you know, you moved on. Because you're so busy either with like your life, with your hobbies and your purpose. And of course, you're like, if you work a job, you go to work every day. You gotta take care of your family. It just is ingrained into your mind that that person is not important, you know? if she was important, she wouldn't have treated you the way that she treated you, right? So it's about understanding what's important and understanding that a woman is not everything, you know? There's a hierarchy in terms of the things that you care about. So if you're religious or like you believe in a higher power first, then yourself, then your purpose, and then your family. And if a woman comes along, then I would say a woman. So notice how there's so many things that are important than a chick. You really have to, in my opinion, you have to work on not giving a fuck about people who don't care about you. And you really need to focus on what's important, which is the people who do care about you, your purpose, and of course, God. So that's how you get over a heartbreak. The name X Halcyon is familiar to me. I think we have some tough fights. I only play PS3. I don't know if you know me, but my name is Aldra.
Jab, uppercut, both upstairs.
I don't recall playing you, and I have one PSN on I think it's like Halcyon 1996, and that's just a Smurf.
Wright's got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway. The cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
Yeah, I don't quite recall the name Aldra.
Swing and a miss going upstairs. Comes right back with a shot of his own.
Yes, sir. Hey, Justin Harris, that's what's up. But yeah, that's how you get over heartbreak, guys. That's my advice. Get on what's important. And understand too, another piece of advice as a man, especially if you're like in good shape and you look good and you smell good and you on your purpose and you know you got things that you can teach other people, some other woman will come around. What are you saying is good and all, but to get over a woman is to get another one.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down.
I'm the type of person where it's like, I don't believe you need another woman to get over a woman. That's just replacing one person with another. It's more like I need to be so in love with myself and the things that are important to me. And knowing that and having the confidence that you can get another woman whenever you decide to is what's important, not the fact that you could just get another one to replace that one. But knowing you have the ability to do that is what's important. Then again, you're us, right? The U.S., right? I'm EU and I tend to leave unless there's a green bar, so maybe not. That's possible too. And yeah, I'm from America. Los and Lomachenko fight is October 17. They reached the deal. Well, we'll see if Lopez is more than just talk.
As they face off against each other. Wright's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Pulls the Winky Wright's been hurt. And banging away he goes. He goes down thanks to a swarming attack. He got caught up in a mixer blade there.
You know my pops in the background, so you know what I'm talking.
5, 6, 7.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Wright's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Winky Wright with a block punch. uppercut from Jake LaMotta. And he returns on that exchange. Jake LaMotta's just
should not be
punching air
trading like
that
that.
time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Wright so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landed.
Finish with the hook.
Actually, I don't need to trade like that. What am I saying? I'm up. I started Latin dancing and fell in love with that shit. Really grinded like mad. It truly helped me. But then COVID hit and shit got indefinitely harder as classes were canceled, etc. Really appreciate the advice. Thanks again. No problem, dude. But yeah, like you're gonna have more hobbies than just dancing. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, fall in love with a lot of things. Fall in love with things, but in my opinion, don't fall in love with people. Have love for people, but don't fall in love with them. That is two different things. I believe. It's just my personal philosophy and stuff. I got Loma on that one. I don't think I'll ever pick against Lomachenko. It's
He's gonna have to find a way.
I don't know if Lopez has really been challenged or has gone through adversity like he's gonna experience with Loma. So.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And it's all over. Winky Wright's a knockout victim. He couldn't beat the count. I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. Jake LaMotta's your winner by knockout in a fight that he controlled throughout.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and just as
Wait, what was the
importantly, or more
totals?
importantly, his
I got hit a
trainer,
lot
his
that match,
manager,
but I
and
was
his
also
promoter like
looking
it
for
because
exchanges
that
all the
means
time.
that he's gonna be
Good fight,
easier to sell
Boogie.
now to television.
That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for...
All right, somebody else asked for a fight, but I don't know. I don't know if who it was. I don't quite remember. ESPN Classic fight? Was it? I didn't see if it was. I wasn't quite paying attention. Oh yeah. So I'll show you the same process, Justin. Go to fight now. Go to lobbies. Scroll over to UFC lounges and then go to Agent Pacific 1. And then go ahead and join the session. Shout out to 40 likes and 30 viewers. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna send an invite just in case if it's 3 people or 3-minute rounds. With 2 underlines, that's not me. That's somebody impersonating me. I only have 1 underscore. But yeah, I'm aware of the copycat out there. Do I listen to Nipsey Hussle? I don't, but I have listened to a few of his interviews. Really smart guy. Oh, you want to do middleweight? We could do that. Where's my guy, Anthony Mundine? This is a hard matchup for Mundine.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the New York City Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. 10 rounds, middleweight action between Anthony Mundine and Sergio Mora. Anthony Mundine's ring walk Not exactly full of fanfare or intensity.
Would I support him? I just don't think he's been tested enough. I want all my people from here to, you know, to prosper, but we got to keep it a buck. He hasn't been tested enough yet.
As he makes his way down to the ring.
Yeah, man, this world is cold, man. Hey, shout out to the Trunks.
You know, here we are watching this guy, awkward, very athletic guy. I've heard a lot of fans say that they don't necessarily like it. They think he showboats a lot, that he's too flashy.
Well, part of his personality is the reason why he's adapted. Well, part of the reason why he's adapted this kind of style is his personality. He has that kind of cocky, arrogant, maybe you want to say, you know, show-offy type personality. I mean, it fits. It goes together. One goes with the other. So they're not wrong about that. I mean, that's exactly why he feels comfortable and he embraces this kind of approach.
Accurate hook by the Latin snake, Sergio Mora. Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Get after him!
Mora with a block. Right back at him with a left hand. Blocks away that headshot. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Sergio Mora. Mora's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
That was a good, really good round.
Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside. He just didn't throw.
What's cracking fight night? What's good, soldier? See? Oh, you an OG. What's good, bro?
Sometimes it's complicated. Sometimes it's pretty simple. You don't throw punches, you don't win fights.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Blocks the headshot. No, his opponent got away from that uppercut. That is a sharp uppercut by Sergio Mora. Two snapping jabs by the Latin snake, Sergio Mora.
Come on, kid, Buster.
Little volume punching to the
Oh, saw that coming.
He got smashed.
Yikes.
Now we're going to find out how strong a guy he is. Not physically, mentally.
Saw the hook coming. Didn't think it would flash.
He has such determination, and that punch didn't have a great effect on him. He's right back to where he wants to be.
Yeah, just a little wake-up call, a little reminder. You better not get careless.
Mora's well off the mark that time. A good, clean, old 1-2 by Anthony Mundine. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. seconds of round number 2. Blocks that punch.
I just learned something about a weakness I have in my own game. I'm about to make an adjustment.
You can throw him off with some head.
Haven't seen Beyonce's Black King?
Throw him off with head.
No, I haven't actually. It was good though.
Body and head. Body and head. Double up your punches.
Chin check is a body? I don't know. This guy's really good. What do you do against people who land one punch at the beginning of the round and then make you come at them in order to have a chance of winning the round? I understand that fighting a champion is an outside game for sure. And they're playing towards the understanding that with that in mind. So I make sure I bait and either try to get a counter or I land a harder shot and then force them to come and chase me for the rest of the fight. And I know they won't have an inside game. And then pretty much win the fight like that. Anybody I see do that, I know for a fact they don't have an inside game. So as long as I am the one to always land the first shot, I will always win. They're really easy to beat. Now, if you find players who do that and they have an inside game, you're going to have a very tough fight. It's going to be a long night.
Good-looking two-punch combo by Anthony Mundine. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Anthony Mundine. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Come on, kid, focus.
Oh.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora. Mora's sitting back right now, Teddy, and looking for that counterpunch opportunity, isn't he?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting, you know, he sees that his opponent is in his armory, so to speak. You know, he's in his castle. He's getting him to come out of his castle. He wants him to come out of his castle, so now he can attack.
Well-targeted two-punch combo by Anthony Mundine.
Head movement, head movement. Left and right, left and right.
10 clicks of the talk.
Come on, kid, focus.
A crushing two-punch combo by Anthony Mundine. And round 3 comes to an end.
Keep working. You can get ahead.
Do a lot of people still play this game? I love it. And thanks. Yeah, Sprung. 1,500 people are playing right now. Anybody see Cardi B WAP video? That I did not see. I saw the picture she did with Meg Stallion or whatever her name is. They look like damn near twins. What's up, bro? I'm playing Virtual Fighter right now. It's a classic. Hey, child support. What's good, bro? Also, just like the video. Thank you.
4 underway. Sergio Mora is trailing on Teddy's scorecard in terms of rounds, 2 rounds to 1. However, he has gotten to his opponent. There's a lot of hope ahead.
Yeah, there's good news and bad news, though, Joe. We got to be honest about this. The good news, yeah, he's hurt him, and he knows he could hurt him again. The bad news is maybe he's just waiting to hurt him again, looking for one punch at a time, and his opponent outscores him, outworks him.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Well done that time, landing the counterpunch.
This guy is very good.
Halfway through round number 4. Great work offensively landing that combination by the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching.
That's it.
goes with the right hand again. And there he counters back against his opponent. 10 seconds to go in the fourth. Sergio Mora's right hand working well that time. He scored well.
I think he might have stole that
All
round.
right, listen. You need to create more counters, okay? Slip his punch, then throw a straight right down the middle.
He's very
Your
generous
hands
with this
moving,
one,
keep busy.
with his footwork.
Back to
I'm
action
actually
here at
very
the start
worried.
of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score.
I have to
Combo
stop
lands
getting
to the
countered so
head.
much.
Able to get away from that headshot.
The thing
with the
about
block.
Mundine is he's
He
not
got
very
hit
accurate.
Right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Anthony Mundine. Mora's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that.
Watch the hook.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Anthony Mundine. Mundine's doing damage on the inside with the uppercut here.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful he don't go to the well once too often and he's got to be careful that he stays true to his technique. Because if he drops that hand for the uppercut just a little bit, there's going to be an opening for his opponent to counter him.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Sergio Mora.
You're not focused.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision. Where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
All right.
Uppercut.
It's the first time I've got a situation that I'm actually happy with this fight.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Mora's defense is playing a prominent role in this fight, Teddy.
Yes, it is. And specifically what it is he has good fundamentals. He keeps those hands up real good. You know, they're attached. They're up around his chin. His elbows in. You know, he has a real shell there that's not easy to penetrate.
Nice strike after catching one by Sergio Mora.
And he's got it right back.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Halfway through this round here, Sergio Mora's combination punching is working well here.
Watch the hook.
What an excellent two-punch combo by the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora. Sergio Mora with a counter punch. Sergio Mora's right hand scores well that time. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Hey, this guy's really good.
Listen, I need to see some counter punches, okay?
Do any more matches tonight? Yeah.
Back
Wait, what time
underway
is it?
here to live fight fight
Oof.
action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even. Closely contested.
Actually,
bout
I'm
throughout.
not too sure. I think I could do one more, but I'm not too sure who's ahead of you, Akeem.
Mundine's
do have
the
war-
kind of boxer that
work in
wants
the morning.
to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
Good job staying away from the danger there. Not able to land the headshot. Anthony Mundine's leaving himself wide open there. You just can't do that.
Well, you can do it, but you're going to get paid. You're going to eat some leather. You're going to get punched in the mouth. That's going to happen.
Mora's left, landing well. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by the Latin snake, Sergio Mora. At the halfway point of round 7. Mundine's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
Relax, relax. Good one.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Sergio Mora.
Keep that head moving.
Oh, what a left hand. Mundine's got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye, on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Well-placed shot. Came after a nice defensive move there. Good block.
Pace yourself.
10 seconds to go in the 7th.
Oof. Definitely losing this one.
All right, breathe. Deep breath.
Let's take time to look at Teddy's scorecard.
Okay.
Through 7
I literally have to
rounds,
win
you can
every
see
round.
Sergio Mora's up, but will it stay that way? Only a few rounds to go. Mundine's in a cycle right now that's not paying off for him. He has been busy. Yes, he's committed to trying to be on the attack, but not enough of these punches are landing.
No, I would not call this
Go,
guy in
stay
from
out of
what
there.
I've seen to paint my house. Because, I mean, this guy looks like he paints graffiti boards. I mean, he's just throwing stuff in there, like you said, and it's just, it's not making the picture you want to see. It's not accurate. It's not effective.
And that had some bite to it, that right hand by Anthony Mundine. Good combination to the head. The halfway point of round number 8.
Phew.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Scored
Oof.
well up top. Left hook to the body. Then he comes back with the right hand. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Mora's head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the aspects of defense could be such a big key to this fight right now.
Yeah, it is, and his opponent right now is not making adjustments. Matter of fact, he's starting to drown himself because he's going more and more head hunting, and the more he does it, the more he misses, the more frustrated he gets, the more tired he gets. He needs to make a change. Downstairs to the place that's not...
Yikes.
down to
What
the
a
bottom.
fight.
We come to
Hey, we
end
hit the
this
string
round,
goal of 50.
and you can see that cut right there, Teddy. Now, Teddy, where a cut is positioned has a great impact on the fight.
Well, it has everything
Can't hear
to tell
anything?
whether or not
I wasn't
the
talking,
boxer
Jonathan
can stop the
Cole.
fight.
Welcome back,
You
Dave.
know, first of all, if it's over the eye, that's worse because
Oh,
now the
one
blood will
of
flow
my
into
favorite
the eye
boxers
and
is...
tear the
I don't
vision.
even know who that
Underneath,
is.
maybe not as bad.
Oh,
because
he's the guy
you're
for
gonna get
Volk?
blurred
For
vision.
Vork? Really?
The blood is going to run where it's not going to impact that part of the fight.
This guy's gonna win.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight.
Oh, oh, if I took that, I probably would have got rocked.
Wright was lined up, but he missed.
All right, got the outside.
Mora's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away.
You're not focusing.
90 seconds into the ninth round.
You gotta see that coming. Now let's go.
A headshot blocked. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Anthony Mundine. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Anthony Mundine's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Sergio Mora is doing well here with that two-punch combination. Good block there by the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora.
Uppercut.
Back and forth exchange. Doubles up the jab. Last 10 seconds of the ninth round.
What a fight.
You work too hard for this. Now go out there and throw some punches.
Can feint which have movements, which works like a charm against a step. This is just really a bad matchup for Mundine. I've done this matchup with IQ a few times, and it's just really hard to win.
Exactly what we expected him to do. He laid out the game plan. I want to win it on the outside. The jab's been there all night.
Yeah, well, that's where it starts if you want to win it on the outside. You know, you're not going to do it with your feet. This is not kickboxing. You know, you're going to do it with your jab. And that's exactly, it's boxing 101. Control range, control distance, control the jab.
You're taking too many punches. Hands up.
Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Anthony Mundine. Look at that combination by the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora. Halfway through this 10th and final round. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. He commits to the counter punching, the overhand left. Anthony Mundine showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo.
Come on, kid, focus.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
Last 10 seconds of the fight.
I don't know who won that.
What is going to be a
He probably did.
very tough fight to score.
Yikes. So close. Good fight, dude.
For both guys. That is all you need to know.
F9 Pro is
how
really
difficult the
debatable.
decision will be.
He literally just inched it out. The power shot was not enough to make up for the counter. Such a close fight. Good fight, dude. Got next game. All right, Brawler. Coming to the Asian Pacific #1 lobby. No, he wouldn't KO you, but it's a bit of a difference in the speed. I don't even know who you are, Jay Francis. Think he was in here before. Just join the lobby, brawler. I'm curious to see the brawler's hands. Oh, how do you get there? So you go to fight now. You go to lobbies, and then you scroll over to lounges, and then you join. Last time we fought, I had Floyd Patterson. Okay, but I don't quite remember. You played Jack Dempsey. Oh, okay. There won't be a next fight because the homies got work in the morning. I just watched the fight. Your timing is OB, bro. I gotta work on my defense. Yeah, it wasn't. I think it was more of a matchup thing, also Boogie, because LaMotta's very tough into LaMotta. Well, there you go, guys. Fight each other. I don't know where Brawler's at, so yeah. Whoever wants to fight, come to the Asian Pacific lobby, because I'm not sure where he went. And let me know what your PSN is. How do you accept? It's just accept the invite. Pretty sure this is you, right? I've had to hook up my PS3 and all that, but I will later. Maybe we can fight sometime in the next few days or so, homie. Yeah, I gotta just download terms of service and stuff on PS3. I have to do a PS3 stream. Press start and the select button and accept the invite. Hakeem. Oh, not Hakeem, Brawler. All right, Rinson or Jay, it's your turn. I do not know what's going on with Brawler. I don't know if you have 3-minute rounds, so that's why I haven't been letting people invite me. Major Peeler, you wouldn't even ever get a fight like that because you don't know how to come in with some respect. So if you don't got no respect, I'm not going to have any respect for you. Or the connections, whatever. That's not a good matchup.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division between George Foreman and Big George Foreman. George Foreman's now making
About to give him the belly? I'll try to.
See how focused he is for the task at hand.
I just said it to make fun. My bad if I offended you. You're good. Just come in regular.
That everybody's been talking about. It's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And
Oh yeah, I
when he
forgot.
steps
Brawler
back,
does a
makes
lot of
miss,
push
and comes
streaks.
right back.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by George Foreman.
1, 2, 1, 2, that's it.
Well, there's an expectation of a spectacular ending anytime George Foreman is in the ring. Is that what you expect tonight, Teddy?
Yeah, I do on either end. Because George Foreman, as much as he can end the night, he can have a night ended possibly for him, because as dangerous as he is on the offensive end, that is how vulnerable he leaves himself sometimes on the defensive end.
George Foreman's jab lands well. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. George Foreman's cranked by an uppercut.
Keep that head moving, baby. Come on, champ.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by George Foreman. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. That's a big hook to the head by George Foreman.
All right? You have to keep your hands up.
We got it.
You gotta fight. You gotta
Oh, disrespect, but we man, let's have fun.
You don't need that. No, throw that away.
From the streamer's perspective is I don't mind people talking shit, right? Yeah, y'all talk shit once I know you. You know, if you like if Akeem was like, yo, fight now, you trying to get these hands, like I'll be like, oh, okay. Like, so what's up?
George Foreman blocks that.
But I know Hakeem. I haven't seen Major Peely in a stream before. So when he just comes in, he's like, yo, I'll trash you. I'm like, who are you? You know? Like, guys are going to be guys. Don't get me wrong. I understand that.
Teddy, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to go down after getting tagged right there.
He doesn't know where to go.
But I have to know who you are first. Then it's whatever.
He's trying to get to the other side of the street, but he just doesn't know where it is now.
Tough to get rid of George Foreman. No rope-a-dope tonight. No surprise, Muhammad Ali coming at you with right hands. Foreman withstands that. Oh, that's good stuff.
What are they talking about Muhammad Ali coming with right hands for?
Good work by George Foreman. Blocks that punch. The combo lands upstairs. Big George Foreman with a big right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Nice strike after catching one by George Foreman. And now he's targeting upstairs. Boy, unable to get away from those punches. Foreman's hit by a counter punch there. George Foreman's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. That was not well targeted by George Foreman. Foreman scoring with that right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Defense easily turns into offense. Blocks a blow, sends an uppercut.
Good job, boy. Good job.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Some serious damage done on that power shot to the head.
Dropped his hands, paid a price.
And we come to the end of round number 2. Keep him up. Foreman's head.
Yeah, I got me an Xbox One. Game tag is demands though.
Of this attack.
So Thomas, you literally got back on another account to just come in and try to find a match. You're cool as long as you just chill out. You don't walk into a fight gym talking like that for sure. Yeah. Anybody who talks shit can get it now and old. Let's go. Oh, that's my bad. No, you're good. I was just giving an example to Darnell so you can understand it. I think it would have been cool if you fought as Frazier against an Ali. It would have given them like a super equal overall. I think they have similar punching strength on this game, so it's maybe not a bad matchup, but Ali just outspeeds Frazier so bad.
Foreman's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. With the two-punch combo by George Foreman. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Good shot to the head with that right hand. That's a fierce jab by George Foreman. Don't be surprised if big shot there. Unable to handle that combination.
If you believe you got it, flaunt it. I don't believe in that. That's just a difference in philosophies. But Ali got like the worst punching style in the game. Like it's hard to land and it actually feels slower than fast. Yeah, that's the ironic part about it.
Good block by George Foreman.
I'm doing the last match of the stream now, Major Peely. Maybe another stream though.
George Foreman is such a big physical presence, Teddy, in the ring, almost a hulking presence, and it really aligned with his style in the ring offensively. It was like wrecking ball wide shots.
Yeah, wrecking balls work good when you're knocking over an old building, a tenement that's standing in front of you, but the wrecking ball, it could just swing into the air and hit nothing if you have a slick guy. So it works both ways, you're right. And what you're basically saying is, yeah, he's dangerous, but he's a little crude.
Boy, sharp two-punch combination by George Foreman. And this round comes to an end.
Wants you to pick his jabs.
All these punches have to be at max range for them to be effective. How do you even use the cross block like that? You mean IRL in the game? Because it's pretty effective in the game. IRL, I would just watch
Deep
Archer
breath.
North.
Good job. Deep breath. You're in control of this fight, but don't get careless out there. Keep boxing smart. Much better. Much better. Now that's what I like to see. That was good.
Biggs enjoying a big lead here, Teddy, and we talk about this often as we begin round number 4, up 3-0 on your scorecard. When you have scored a knockdown that early in a fight, a real hole for your opponent to try to overcome.
Yeah, because now he has to start taking chances that maybe weren't in the game plan. And as he takes chances, gets a little reckless, and as you see him, gets caught more.
Foreman's gone into a defensive shell, but that shell has cracks in it.
Yeah, it does. And the reason why it's getting cracked is because his opponent is confident that with those earmuffs on, you know, going into that peekaboo defense that he knows he's handcuffed. So he's putting together 3, 4, 5 punches where normally he would only throw 1 or 2, worried something's going to come back.
Combination to the head. Unable to land clean by George Foreman.
Move your head.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. Big George Foreman unloads a left hand. Foreman's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by George Foreman.
Move your head. Come on, man. Move your head.
Scores up top with a left. Foreman's failure to protect himself from that left hand, it's become a big story now.
Yeah, and he has to understand why. He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. Needs to
I'm not
adjust
saying how to
further
run your
out.
channel, but I'll let the haters
Keep
into
it up.
more
and
views.
Keep doing exactly what you're doing, baby. Nice work.
You
Trent.
know,
nice work. He can't
a
handle
lot
the
of
speed,
streamers
baby.
do
It's too
that,
much for him.
where it's like they don't care if they're being trolled or whatnot. But for me, it's more of a thing like a moral principle. I wouldn't let anybody disrespect me
Throw punches.
IRL.
Don't walk in
So when I
without
see people
throwing
come in the
punches.
stream and they may say or do certain things, I'm like, I wouldn't accept that IRL. So just because I'm on the internet, I'm not going to accept that for views. Because I don't really care about the views, so to speak. Like, I'm trying to grow, yes, but I want to also grow the correct way. There's going to come a point where I'm not going to, I believe anyway, if I keep working hard with these streams and the videos and stuff, it'll come a point where that won't be an issue, like, or it'll be like a common thing, and I can't possibly ban everybody in the world, you know?
But they got past the worst of it. Now there's a little bit of calm sea.
But I always believe just because we're on the internet, that doesn't mean you could just approach somebody any type of way.
George Foreman brings the thunder with that hook.
Like, I wanna make it a community where, for example, if you guys want to come in and look for matches against each other, you can do that, you know? And you don't have to worry about somebody like saying something negative to you, like,
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a
oh, you're a bitch, or you're this, you're that.
likes to tone him.
Foreman lands a formidable left.
Like, for me, it doesn't bother me. I'm like, oh, this person's just being rude, so I'll just ban them. But maybe for somebody in the chat, they're having a terrible day, and then they come in and somebody's like calling them a bitch. Like, that's the last thing you need if you're already having a shitty day, you know?
Now hugging on the inside.
Man, I've been waiting for 5 years just for that fight. Thank you so much for the fight.
Nice work.
For real, for it? Yeah, no problem, Justin. It was a really good match. Like, not for nothing. When I started YouTube, like the guys I used to watch on YouTube coming up, back when commentaries were really a thing, and it wasn't just like filled with reaction videos or like highlights from live streams. That's what it was. It was you came on to you watched a commentary fight or a commentary like gameplay, and you just chilled out from work or like from school. Or if you did get into a live stream, because live streams weren't as common back then, like 2012, 2014-ish.
That's it now. Nice workout.
You just wanted to chill.
Fight smart and keep it.
Some people really use this as an escape, you know? You need to be the counterpunching. You're taking unnecessary punishment. Brawler likes to brawl, so I'm trying to make sure I fight that style.
So as the bell sounds, we put to bed the first half of this fight.
If there will be an Ali versus Frazier sub match, I want to be Frazier because I recreate his fights of the Century Trunks. Ooh, that sounds dope. A ban for a pointer? No, you don't get banned for a pointer. If you just come in, for example, if somebody comes in and like yesterday, there was some guy in the stream who was like, "Oh, I see mad holes in your game. You're fucking trash." And I was like, why are you being like that? Just come in and say what's up. And if you want to fight, you could just ask me for a fight. And he was like, "Oh, I was doing that because I wanted to get in a match with you and I wanted your attention." To get my attention, all you have to do is write something in the comments. I'm gonna read it. And if I miss it, I usually get to it at some point. People come in and they do more, or they feel like they gotta be extra when they don't have to be. And then some guys I tell like, okay, I give you a warning. I'll say, hey, you don't have to come in like that. Chill out. How's your day? But then they'll keep going on. Like, what's his name? Them hooks or whatever. When he was on his other account. Like, he's chill now. So he's cool to stay. But if you keep going on, like, on some negative real type stuff, then you have to go because that's not what this community is about. You know, I like to be able to have like discussions or just talk about anything. You can ask me anything, I'll literally answer it. But we can't have that if like we can't have a proper place for discussion in the chat if everybody's calling each other like bitches and punks and all the type of names under the sun. Like, it doesn't make for a good place for discussion. Especially if like guys come in here asking for tips and they need help with the game. How I'm gonna see that if there's like 50 people in chat arguing with each other? But if y'all like, chat gives me tips all the time, like Pink Fury Goddess or Fury Goddess. Like, if you want to just drop tips off, I take them and I listen to them. So yeah, that's a little rant about that. Call me a nigga, I love it. Yeah, you about that life, bro, not me.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by George Foreman.
Like, not for nothing, back when I was in high school, if people would like mess with me or do something, like, I'm a changed person, you know? I would just get into fights with people because they didn't know how to, they didn't have no respect. And I didn't tolerate no disrespect. Like, I've really mellowed out since. When I was high school, it was no talk. If you was disrespectful, I would just get up and slap the shit out of you. And if it turned into a fight, it turned into a fight.
Halfway through the 7th round.
Me too. I was picked on as well. It wasn't even like a pick on thing. It was like if I felt you was being disrespectful. Like, I had people who tried to pick on me when I was in middle school, and I had to literally fight. I had days where I had to just get into scraps with people because that's what it was. Like, oh, he said some wild disrespectful type stuff to me, and it wasn't even so much everybody else is looking. It was more like, why is he talking to me like this? Oh, he thinks I'm this, that, and the third. So, damn, now I got to defend myself, you know? But then I learned over time, like, you don't got to fight everybody just because they said something dumb to you. You can just ignore them. Or you just tell them straight up, like, yo, I don't like that. And then if they don't chill out, you just walk away from them. But if it gets too bad and it persists, then, you know, do what you got to do. But that's why I said it's an IRL thing. It's not so much like, oh, this is the internet and trolls can't be trolls. Like, you could be a troll, you just can't be one here. The only person, like, for example, like a really good, you see, for example, like this guy, Boot2K, he's just like, check out my recent video. I don't even know you. So why are you doing self-promotion? That's disrespect. So he has to go.
So round 8 is
he doesn't get a warning for that.
George Foreman's enjoying a commanding lead on your
Dog, I told you a young, but to get off my porch, and he said a lot of fly shit.
So many consecutive rounds where he's been dominating.
Yeah, it's methodical. It's been a real.
And then what happened?
You gotta love the offense there, putting his punches together. That's just good, solid, accurate work by George Foreman.
Who's won in the fight, guys? I'm pretty sure I didn't see the scorecards.
Well, that means panic has not set in. That's a good thing, Joe. He still believes he can get this thing done the way he came here to get it done.
Downstairs with a right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Foreman's got a real acquired skill here, and that is the ability to pick your shots and land them.
So you hear the saying when people say, do you know what time it is? You have to know what time it is. He knows what time it is. He knows when to throw a certain punch.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one.
I'm winning. All right, cool.
By George Foreman. Foreman's combination
Let's
punching
go
is
ahead and
working
box
well
him
here. And now we got a fight.
Good
He
fight,
fires
G.
back a right hand of his
Who
own.
won?
Good job on the two-punch combo by George Foreman. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by George Foreman. Solid left hand to the head.
If you scored a knockdown earlier, then it's easy to tell who's winning. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the cards. I was reading the chat.
And that does it for this round. Big's well conditioned to the
It was
realities
a physical
of this harsh
draw,
business
but
of boxing.
majority
But
decision for
even
Jay.
though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this
I had to
business
take it on the
because
chin
you
and
never know
said,
with
what?
these blind
I said,
judges
but as a
sometimes. I hate to
6'6"
say it
man,
that bluntly,
I would
but
have destroyed him.
Time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
You're super tall, dude.
Good block by George Foreman. He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. Right on the mark with the hook up top. A piercing hook to the head by George Foreman. Foreman's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Foreman crushes home a left. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Let's see how I got after it.
Very well done by both men to fire off those right hands. Good flush shot upstairs. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. That's a heck of a shot, that hook by Foreman. Big George Foreman unloads a left hand. Really good work right there, landing the two 2 punches in sequence by George Foreman. And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. And the round comes to an end. Big's plan that his corner put forth throughout all training camp was exactly what we're seeing here. Fighting from the outside, scoring at will. His opponent, they haven't solved it once.
And I'm shocked because, you know what? There's tape on this guy. There's video out there. We knew that he was going to fight this kind of fight. How did they not know, and how did they not prepare for it?
Round number 10, scheduled for 10. Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand. Blocks that belt line well.
Good job. Good job.
Nice solid left hand scored by George Foreman.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. George Foreman's objective is to land that jab, and he did so right there. What a big shot from George Foreman.
Combo.
See, that's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing, that left hand by George Foreman. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by George Foreman. Big block by Big George. Pulls the trigger right away with a big shot. Comes crashing home. Boy, he's so big and
What was my
sturdy,
first fight
but
like
wasn't shaken
IRL?
off his feet that time.
I was on my 5th grade prom,
1, 2,
and
3,
I was class president in 5th grade,
5.
and I know I wasn't. I was vice president. The class president was a female, and like actually, now that I think about it, it was some real simp ass shit, but it really wasn't.
At least that's the way we saw it.
Like the dude that her prom date was treating her like shit. And I saw her crying, and she came to me and she was telling me, like, what happened? I was like, oh, so he was just being a jerk. So because she's like my friend, I went over there and I asked the guy, I said, like, so what's up? Why are you treating her like that? And he was like, oh, mind your business. It has nothing to do with you. Stay out of our business. And I'm like, yo, she came and she told me about it, and I'm not gonna just let you treat my friend like that. So I was like, you need to stop being a jerk. And he was like, oh, who are you calling a jerk? And I said, I'm calling you a jerk. And he said, call me a jerk again, and we're gonna end up fighting. So I said, you're being a jerk, and I'm not gonna stop calling you a jerk because that's what you're being. So he punched me in the face. So I stepped back. I took my suit jacket off, and I proceeded to fuck him up on the. I proceeded to fuck him up until the teachers came and other students came and broke us up. And he had a busted lip, was bleeding from his nose, and he had his right eye was swelling a bit. And then they put us on separate buses, and this was literally like the last day before the day before the last day. And yeah. So it was on some real shit. I guess you could say it was on some. It wasn't simp shit, but it was like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you talk to my friend like that. So yeah, I ended up fighting for somebody else's honor who couldn't defend themselves. Can I find it on World Star? No, dude, I was in 5th grade. Like, we didn't even have, like, not to say we didn't have cell phones, but like nobody was recording stuff. What's the best fight you ever had? Um, there was not like no best fight. I was getting a TKO. Nah. Did she give you her number? Oh no, we were just friends. Like, and I was in 5th grade. Like, my mindset really was not on the chicks, and plus I had my own prom date, so I didn't. I really didn't think about it like that. The best fight I had. The best fight I had wasn't like a real fight. It was just more like somebody said something to me, was talking trash to me in high school. This was my freshman year, and it was like the fourth. It was like the 4th day of school, and like I don't talk much in general. Like, I really don't talk much, but I was sitting there with, like, it was like a group of us, and we was all just like chilling and relaxing, and everybody was talking about like some experiences or stuff that they had. And this guy kept calling me, he said I was soft and like I was a bitch, and like you don't look like the type of person who will fight or get into fights and all this other stuff. But I haven't been talking at all. Like, I was just sitting at the table listening because my other friends were there, all the friends that I made. And I didn't say anything at first. Like, I was just ignoring him. But then he kept going on about it. And it started to get like quiet, and I'm in living environment class and the lesson's still going on. So he started laughing, and he was the only one laughing. And then I just got up from the stool. I walked around the little lab table that we had, and I slapped the shit out of him, and he fell off the stool. And I was like, "You want to continue?" I didn't say anything to him. He was just like, "I wasn't talking shit about you. I wasn't talking shit about you." But he didn't do anything afterwards. And that was like the best moment I had in terms of like an actual fight. So he literally didn't do anything about me slapping him off the stool. And the living environment teacher came and just, nobody even got in trouble. It was just more like, you can't do that. Both of y'all go sit down. And I sat down, and that was it. Should have hit him with the stool. No, I just slapped him off the stool, and that was that. Hi man, I like your videos. Please check me out. Next week I'm going to get on Fight Night Champion next box so we can fight for a boxing match. How does that sound? Good luck with your videos. But we don't do self-promotion here, so you kind of came in respectful, so I'll just let you know. Stop doing that. You gave him to Rick James. Pretty much. I did one sparring in like a backyard, like in my neighborhood, and during the summer. I won the first match because the guy was actually my size. And then the first sparring match I had, I made that guy throw up. And then the next fight, sparring match I had, like, that was a tough match because that guy was like 200 pounds and I was like 120. So yeah, I didn't win that one. That was like that's the first time I ever got flashed in a fight too. So like that little light that pops up on the screen, yeah, that happens when you actually get rocked. IRL. Funny enough. That slap off the stool reminds me of a video. Yeah. Like the quiet guys are the ones that don't talk. You just kind of get up and do what you got to do and call it a day. Like, I never understood the concept of sitting there doing a bunch of shoving back and forth between people, fighting and whatnot, or like trash talking each other, pulling off your shirt, or like, you don't got to do all that. It's like, if you're tired of somebody, just do what you got to do, because they already had that energy when they was running their mouth, so handle it accordingly. How did you end up fighting the 200-pound dude? Nobody wanted to fight him. And I already had a match before that I won. A lot of people too. This is one thing I learned about fighting. Um, everybody will like to watch a good fight, but most people don't want to fight because everybody who was there was a big little crowd. Everybody wanted to like watch fights, but every time somebody said, "Oh, you want to do this? You want to do this?" Most people want to get in there and fight. So my little brother was sparring before with one of the guys, with one of our neighbors, and I did a fight too, and like it was just that. Like I never been afraid to fight anybody. So I fight people bigger than me. I fight people smaller than me. Like I had to think about it. I haven't fought a lot of people who are smaller than me because I'm usually weight wise I'm not big. Like right now I'm 145, 145. But yeah, most people don't want to. Most people don't want to fight. Can we get 2 more likes so we're at 70, guys? I'm not doing any more fights for the night. I was just answering chat because I gotta go at 11. Oh, so this guy's still doing self promotion in the chat. Damn. All right. It's a shame. This is what I mean about people not knowing how to chill out. IBO champion. Let's go. What is wrong with you? Welcome to the stream, Quicksilver. When you're fighting, you don't feel anything. Your adrenaline be pumping. Yeah, most of the time you don't feel anything. It's usually like when you get home, you'll feel the aftermath of it. Like you might have like a headache or something. I have a friend who was in boxing. He met Andre Ward while watching one of his friends' fights. Whoa, he met Andre Ward? That's just literally like my favorite boxer. That's crazy. Joe Valentino, favorite boxer? Yeah, my favorite boxers are Andre Ward and James Toney and Sean Porter. Those are my 3 current favorites. Of all time, it would be yeah, James Toney, Andre Ward, Ricardo Lopez. Sean Porter, and yeah, I think that's about it. I thought you were ready to fight. No, I told you I'm not fighting anybody else. It's the end of the stream, pretty much. I'm just sticking around to answer questions till 11. Fight Night Champion just seems to bring in the most severely maturacious, stifled people. I don't know. Like it's really weird. Like some people come in and they're just relaxed, and then other people just come in and feel the need to just puff their chest out. Like they don't know how to relax. And the thing is that most of the guys that come in like that, they're grown ass men. So I don't understand why they can't just relax. Like just chill out, dude. It's not that serious. But I feel you, J Boggs. It's an epidemic. Isn't Sean Porter one of your favorite fighters? Yeah, I just said that. I like Sean Porter because he's got that real gritty. He don't care, and he's gonna do whatever it takes to win a fight. Mike Tyson was also supposed to come do his stand up near where I live, but since the virus stuff happened, that didn't happen. Oh man, that really sucks. I didn't know he did stand up. That's actually pretty funny. Can you imagine him doing comedy with that voice? Yeah, like if you guys ever looked at my channel background, like the banner on my channel, it's got like my favorite fighters in there. It's got Tony, it's got Ward, and it's got Lopez. Oh, I forgot he didn't put Ward on this one. Damn. He said he can only do 3. But yeah, it's Sean Porter, James Toney, and Ricardo Lopez. But yeah, if I could have got Ward up there too, I would have done that. You laughing at your own jokes, talking about Ree? Really, all I asked is one game. What did I say to you? Where I laughed at you specifically. I said people don't know how to relax, and I responded to Jay Boogs. I wasn't laughing at you specifically. I see you and Darnell, cool, so I wasn't even really paying mind to you coming in the way you did. I'm glad I'm getting off. Nah, I don't feel like fighting them. Am I going to stream tomorrow? Probably. Yeah, the tryhards are out right now, so let me end the stream. It's 11 o'clock. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every single last one of you. Subscribe if you haven't. Like the stream if you haven't. And good night.